Hi everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Now before I get started on this, I do have an apology to make for not being on for so long. It's been about 3 months since I uploaded a video. Mainly because I think it's been the same for everybody. With the lockdowns and everything that's been going on, people have just lost their nail mojo. I certainly have. My get up and go definitely got up and went. I've been doing other projects instead. I've been doing collectible dolls' house bits and pieces, furniture and the likes. Just doing my own nails in between, but not good enough to video because I just haven't felt like sitting here and making videos. I'll be totally honest with you. That's how I felt. I have not been well. I still don't feel great, but I want to try and get out at least one a week or one every couple of weeks, if nothing else, just to sort of show everyone that I'm still there and hanging in there. So I'll just explain what I'm doing today. It's not going to be anything complicated. I'm going to be using my tips. They're all ready to go. Not a Christmas set, just like a winter set. I'm going to be doing some glitter, bit of snow looking, and a robin on one finger. So I suppose that could be Christmas, but then that is a wintertime thing, isn't it? So make of that what you will. Okay, so I'm going to be having my Mission Control gel paints as well from Young Nails. Let's see if we can get these readable. We've got Clutch, Giant, Power Up and Taser. And then we have some, these are just gems. They're not expensive ones. These are beautiful, and they're very cheap as well, but they do look really pretty. I'm not going to lie, they're very impressed. Some of those, some of the red ones, and these are just some random ones that I found. And my Pixel glitter mix, which is, you can't see how stunning that is, but there's a bit of everything in there. I think there's kind of blues, purples, pinks, orange, bit of everything. That's that. And I shall be using my Elite 99 gel polish in white, which is 1323, green, which is 1594, blue, which is a Your Sugar or You Are Sugar, and that's 35. Can't see the blue in that actually because it's a bit too light. Let's try and get this darkened a bit. It's not playing ball at the minute. It's a blue one, and this is a Latute one. If I can trying to make this picture a little bit darker so you can actually see what it is. And it's iridescent-y one. You can't really see on there. That's not the best recording angle. So that's it. This is my tips that we'll be using. I'm going to be doing I think 2 blue, a white, a green and a marble one, but I shall see as I go along in case I change my mind. My brushes I'm going to be using today is my Born Pretty ombre brush, my Young Nails micro detailer, my picker-uppy pokey thing, a little scoop for my glitter, and that's it. So we shall get started. I shall come in when I need to. I'm just going to paint for now, and then I will be back in to speak to you when I need to. Okay, these have all had 2 coats each. This one I've just done a bit of it's just like a bit of a blend with my brush over with some blue and some white, just to give it a little bit of something in there. And they've all had 2 coats, so when I have finished doing this next nail, I'm going to go in. They're all going to have a coat of this Latute, but we'll do that in a minute. So we're going to do our marble next. So we're going to use an old piece of This is from the backing paper from our forms, and it's the nice shiny side up. So I'm going to put a strip of green, strip of white, and a strip of blue. That's all I'm going to use. And I'm going to do the whole nail in, give it a whole white, very, very thin coat of white. It doesn't matter if it's not all covered, it doesn't matter if it's not opaque, it's going to be covered up. So, very, very thin. See? See, it's all patchy. That's what we want. And we're going to go in, get our colours, and we're going to give them a mix. Like this. There you go. You should be able to see that's nice and smeary. There we go. Nice and marbled. So we're going to go in our nail now, and we're going to get our ombre brush. So we're going to just go in and go across our paint. And our white paint, we're not putting it in the, we're not curing it. That's the word I was looking for. Don't need to cure it. It's just going to help this all separate nicely. So as you can see, it's got a nice bit of marble going on. I'm going to completely cover this nail. I'm going to go all around the edges just to make sure everything is filled in. But we need to make sure it's blended and not all one colour. Okay, now that's done, I'm going to pop that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, so here they all are. I've taken the white one away because I'm going to be using that one in a minute. But that is our set of marbled nails. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this, which is my Latute, or however you pronounce it, I don't know, but such a beautiful unicorny colour, I would say. So I'm just going to go in and go over them all just with a thin coat of that. Okay, they've all had their pretty coat, but I don't think you're going to be able to see. I'm going to try and focus on it if I can. It's just not having it because it's a bit too, there we go, you can just see it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glitter it. So I need my pixel glitter, and this has got a nice sticky layer from the Latute because it's not a top coat, so pop that to one side. And I get my little cup out. I'm just going to pour this over the top. It is going to be just a little sprinkling. It will be an entire sugared nail. As you can see, a lot of it's still coming off, and you can still see the colour nicely underneath. It's just a bit of a subtle colour change. There we go. And I'm going to do the same with the blue one that we have here. Okay, so we're ready for our little bird. Now I used to really struggle doing birds, which is why in the end I stopped doing them. But I did do an online course, free course a while ago, which made it so much easier. So I shall give you the tips and the tricks that I learnt, and hopefully it'll come out just as good this time. What I'm going to do first is do some branches. So we're just going to start on the side. I've wiped the sticky layer off from the polish underneath, and this is my Mission Control gel paint, and we've gone in with Clutch, which is the brown. We're just going to do our little branches. And these can pretty much go wherever you want them to go. There's no right or wrong way of doing the branches. It's where your imagination takes you. So I'm doing those, and then I'm going to do one long one along here, which is where little robin's going to go. I'm just going to pop one along the top as well. Just a small one. There we go, I think that'll be enough. So I am going to pop that in the lamp for 20 seconds just for a quick flash cure. Okay, next we're going to go in with Giant. So I'll just clean my brush off. And we're going to put some leaves in first. Now I'm going to do my little bird last. I want to get all my finer detail on first. So all I'm doing, if you can see, is some holly leaves. Oh, they're almost like square triangles. As long as they look like a holly leaf, it doesn't really matter how you do them. There's no right or wrong way, as long as you know what they are. That's all that matters. And if you're happy with them, there you go. Okay, so I'm going to do starting there. Okay, we're going to do some more up here. Okay, there you go, that's as simple as can be. If you can't do holly leaves, it doesn't matter. Do whatever leaves you fancy. There is no right or wrong leaves in it. You can just be a normal little leaf. I've decided to just go for tiny and quick holly leaves. Okay, I'm just going to fill those in. Like that. Now that's going to have another flash cure, and I'm going to do that one just for 10 seconds. Okay, so that's our leaves done. Now I'm going to go back in with the brown. I'm going to put the berries on the leaves last. I'm going to go back in the brown, and we're going to have a go at doing our robin. Now I was taught to do it like a roller coaster. So, you know, where you go up and down and round on a roller coaster. You do exactly the same for your little birdie. So this will, if it's going to fit in. So we're going to start at the beak. Let's see. So we're going to go beak, then up, round, down, and back up again. All you see is that little swirl. Then we're going to go back to the beak again. Go down, round, and up. And that's our rough outline of our little bird, which, to be fair, I haven't done one for a long time, so I'm quite impressed with that. Okay, that's our little bird. Now we're going to fill in the details, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of brown again. Colouring around the edges. Wipe our brush off. I'm going to go in with the white. Tiny bit of white. Just to blend in where the white and the brown touch. And then we're going to go in with our orange. Our little robin redbreast. And then we're going to get our black, which I forgot, and do a tiny eye. So if I get my little there we go. We're going to pop it in the lamp for a full 60 seconds. Okay, so little robin's cured, so I'm going to go in with our power up, which is our red, and just do some little berries. I will be using some little tiny gemstones as well, but this is just as a starting point. Put our little berries on there. So it looks just as pretty. You don't need to put gems on if you don't want, but I just want a bit of sparkle, so gems it will be for me. So just going to give that a 10-second flash cure. Okay, well that's going to be our nail finished, but I've decided to go in with a little bit of white, which is Fizz. Beans, it's a winter look. I think we're going to go in for a little bit of a sprinkling of, a little sprinkle of snow. So onto our leaves, well, our branches. Let me clean my brush, it's got a big blob of fluff on it. That's better. Okay. So I'm just going to put it on top of our branches very, very lightly. There, well, you can hardly see that, but I can see it. So a bit on here. Right, okay, so just going along these branch tops, just where you'd have a light bit of snowfall, just to very, very lightly. A little bit on top of the green leaves as well in places. put the gems on now. So a nice thin coat, and I'm going in with it's Venalisa no wipe top coat. This is one of the best top coats I have ever used. It's not an expensive one, but it's a lovely one. So there we go, guys, we're all top coated and sorted. I'm trying to get these as close as I can so you can at least see a little bit of the detail. It's not overly detailed, but I think the little robin's quite cute. And I did put some extra gems on the marble nail because it just needed something. And that's it, and that's our full glitter pixel one. So that's it. So if you like this video, I'd appreciate if you throw it a like, and if you haven't already, I'd really love it if you would subscribe. I have noticed that only 5% of my subscribers actually watch my videos, so the other 95% are non-subscribers. So if you lot would subscribe, that would be brilliant to get the figures up. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.